It has been a long season, but we have finally made it, Laker Nation. We finally made it to the promise. Well, actually, we haven't made it to the promised land quite yet. We're still in the play-in, and we play tonight against the hampered Timberwolves. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is going to be my last Uncut Opinions video. I'm not going to say for a while. It's probably going to be the last. I know Lakers fans love these videos, but I am a fan of all basketball. We are fans of all basketball, and there's a lot more important team than the Lakers, despite them being one of the biggest franchises in the league. If you are new, go ahead and drop a sub for your boy. If you're not new, drop a like. And what I want you to do below is comment who your favorite team is, and I'll make a video on them. Now, off rip, I already think the Lakers are going to come out this game, and I think they're going to win this game by 15, 20 plus points. We've already seen storylines where D'Lo, Vando, and Malik Beasley are talking about being a revenge game for them, making the Timberwolves pay for trading them in the first place, because I'm not going to lie, they're very good pieces. Don't know why they traded them, but they did trade him. They're looking for a revenge game, but not only that, we have AD, who plays very well against the Timberwolves commonly. The last time we played the Timberwolves, Anthony Davis had 38 and 17. LeBron had 18 and 10, and they were just hooping across the board. Now, I will say this, when we watch the Timberwolves play the Lakers, for some reason, Karl Anthony Towns, he wakes up for these games. He wants to play AD. It's almost like they have a battle for who's the best Kentucky big. I kind of wonder if that's really what goes on, because anytime we play them, Cat seems to be at his best. He seems to be the tough big that the Timberwolves need. He seems to be a guy that really can put on a show. But this last game that we played them, AD put that all under wraps. And we're going to need him to do that again, because this is a game where Cat is going to get big minutes. He's going to get a lot of touches, and they're looking for him to really drive this team home and get them into the playoffs. Now, if it's me, I'm putting Vando on Ant-Man. I'm putting AD on Cat, and I'm letting everybody else work, because after those two, the Timberwolves don't have anybody to guard our guys. Quite frankly, they don't have any guys to really generate offense and get offense going. Now, Mike Conley, he is a great point guard, but he's very undersized. He doesn't score the way he used to when he played for Utah, and it's going to be hard for him in that backcourt. Even though our backcourt isn't the best defenders, it'll be tough for him. Now, if he can have a game, they could probably get the Timberwolves a dub, but I don't see that happening. I do see Anthony Davis really playing well this game. Like I said before, the last two times we've played the Timberwolves, which was March 31st and March 3rd, AD had 38 points in both of those games. One game he only played 32 minutes. The other he only played 37 minutes. So he's worked against this team, and he's very efficient while doing it, shooting about 55% against them in both games. Now, other than AD, Bron, he tends to have pretty good games against the Timberwolves too. It's never anything like LeBronto, like we've seen him really dominate teams, but he does have pretty good games where he's scoring double figures against them. He doesn't shoot the best against them for whatever reason. In his last 4 games against them, he shot sub 40%. One game he shot 41%, but the last couple games he doesn't really shoot too efficiently against them. But I think with how LeBron has ended the season, he's gonna come into this in rhythm and be able to skate into the playoffs and have us playing against the Memphis Grizzlies and actually put on a good series against them. I could see us beating Memphis strictly because we match up very well with Memphis. But before we get to Memphis, we got to beat Minnesota. And Minnesota is not a tough out by any means. They're an immature team. Gobert is suspended for the game for punching Kyle Anderson. Their best defender in Jaden McDaniels, he's out. He's not playing. He fractured his hand on the way to the locker room during halftime. He punched a wall. If you watch the video, as soon as he punched a wall, he grabbed towards his hand. So you knew it's a wrap. I'm not gonna lie, that's dumb. I understand being mad, hitting things in frustration. Listen, I'm a thrower. I throw things when I'm mad, so I get it. But you're the best defender on your team. They need you. The season is on the line, and they need you the absolute most right here, right now. Same with Rudy Gobert, who is probably their second best defender. As much as I give him shit, he's out. What are you hitting Kyle Anderson for? Because he is trying to hold you accountable? Is that what's going on? That's ridiculous. Now, we saw a video of a Timberwolves staffer. He actually recorded Kyle Anderson on their way back to the locker room during halftime, and I'm going to play the video for you guys.
Oh, y'all fucking up. I kissed his ass way too much. Don't tell me focus. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I got a decision to make this thing.
If you can't hear it, Kyle Anderson, he pretty much says, y'all coddle him too much. Y'all are soft with him too much. He's not used to being talked to, held accountable, and he's soft because of that. I can see that. I can see that in his play. I see it in how Rudy Gobert defends. I see it in the difference between the DPOY Rudy and the Rudy Gobert of now. It's almost like Rudy Gobert thinks he's a made man, so he kind of has to be catered to. But I'm going to be honest, Donovan Mitchell was the guy to me in Utah, not Gobert. Yes, Gobert got paid. Yes, he technically got paid first. But I still saw, and many others saw, Donovan Mitchell as the guy. Even with Gobert going to the Timberwolves, I still felt like he had work to do to prove himself. The way he plays, it doesn't seem like he thinks that same thing in his mind. And I think that's how that came to culmination with Kyle Anderson and him when you look at all the reports and everything going around behind what Kyle Anderson said and all that other stuff. And again, I said this in my playing predictions video, Slow-Mo or Kyle Anderson, he is a very good basketball player. Obviously, he's not a star. Obviously, he's not the guy. Obviously, he's not a first scoring option, but he's still a guy that's played good basketball. He came from the Spurs organization when Pop was there. He's played with teams that actually have done some things, gone deep in the playoffs. He hasn't won, but he knows what he's talking about. That's my overall point. At this point, the Timberwolves are pretty much left with Ant-Man having a very good game, Cat having a good game, and pretty much just hoping the rest of their supporting cast like Naj Reid, who has been playing phenomenal this year. I can't say enough about Naj Reid. I actually thought about making a video on him because he has had an amazing weight loss journey since he came into the NBA. He was severely overweight, but like if you look at him now compared to when he first came in, it's completely different. And I'm not gonna lie, that weight loss, you see it in his game. It's kind of crazy. I can't say enough about that dude. I would have loved for Naj Reid to be in the Lakers jersey, to be completely honest with you. Then past him, you have Kyle Anderson, you got Taurean Prince, Jalen Noel. You're not expecting too much from these guys, so it's gonna be very, very tough. This Timberwolves team, they're gonna have to play their best brand of basketball with a Lakers team that isn't injured. They're healthy for once. We've said this from the beginning. If the Lakers are healthy, they're a very good team in the West. And I'm gonna say this in this video and y'all can kill me all y'all want to in the comments, fine with it. But the Lakers, when healthy, they're a contender in the West. The record doesn't show this, and that's because majority of the games that we played, we had the clusterfuck of a roster that Rob Pelinka put together. But post trade deadline, we had one of the best teams in the West, a team that looked formidable. And as weird as it is to say for a number seeded team, they're a real contender in the West with the talent we picked up at the trade deadline. And I'm not gonna lie, most of the people that are disagreeing with that are Laker haters, or they're guys that are pessimistic about the Lakers. So I'm not expecting anything much but for you guys to kill me in the comments. Regardless, my overarching point is the Lakers are going to win this game. They're going to retain the 7th seed. I said this in my playing predictions video. And when they retain the 7th seed, they play Memphis. That's going to be a tough series for Memphis, especially with Steven Adams out. I think the Lakers could come out of that series. It's going to be tough, but I think they could do it. Only time will tell. We're going to need to get past Minnesota first, which I think they will do. Again, I think it's going to be pretty handedly. I'm going to try to predict the score. I'm going to go with a score of 115 to 98. We're gonna do that score. If I get it on the nose, I'm gonna need you guys to drop a sub for me, because come on, bro, y'all can hit y'all parlays if y'all actually listen to me sometimes. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. As always, it is your boy TB with the greatest hoop stories and debates on the tube. And I'm sorry, Lakers Nation, this is probably your last video unless it's some big news, but it was a blast. I enjoyed it, and I'm out. Peace.